If you're walking through menopause or perimenopause right now, you've probably braced yourself for the mood swings, the sleepless nights, the hot flashes, but no one warns you about the aggressive bloating or the fact that healthy foods you've eaten your entire life suddenly feel like a brick in your stomach. Your digestive tract is currently experiencing a massive hormonal renovation. In fact, up to 38% of people report gastrointestinal symptoms that they never had before. So today we're diving into the science of the menopause gut shift, why it happens, and strategies you can use to fix it. So to understand why your stomach is throwing a tantrum right now, we have to understand how estrogen rules the gut. So your intestines are actually packed with estrogen receptors. And when your estrogen is steady, this allows for your digestion and your bowels to move smoothly, and it helps feed a massive, diverse ecosystem of good bacteria. But during menopause, as your estrogen plummets, two things are happening here. Firstly, your digestion slows to a crawl. This is because estrogen acts like a natural gas pedal for your digestive tract. So when it drops, everything stalls. So then food sits in your gut for way too long, and it literally ferments and results in trapped aggressive gas. Secondly, you lose microbial diversity. Specifically, you lose a dedicated workforce of microbes called the Estrobolome. So when they drop, your gut lining becomes inflamed, and even a simple salad can leave you looking 6 months pregnant. Now, you can't stop time, but you can definitely outsmart this biological shift. So now I'm going to go through 4 evidence-based strategies that can help. So the first strategy is to jumpstart your street sweeper. Because your transit time has slowed down, we want to trigger your gut's natural sweeping wave. And this is known as the migrating motor complex. Think of it like a street sweeper who's coming in to clear out all your undigested food before it can ferment and become gas. So there are 2 ways to do this. Firstly, space your meals by at least 3 to 4 hours. Constant snacking turns the street sweeper off. Secondly, you can look into a combination of ginger and artichoke leaf extract. Clinical trials show that the specific pairing acts as a powerful non-laxative prokinetic, meaning that it safely helps those sluggish muscles contract and push trapped food out. Now, because artichoke actively stimulates the bile flow, skip this one if you have a history of gallstones or bile duct obstructions, and speak to your doctor first if you're on blood thinners. The second strategy is to target whole phytoestrogens. Phytoestrogens are plant-based compounds that weakly bind to your estrogen receptors to help balance out the midlife drop. Organic whole soy like edamame, miso, or tofu have the highest concentration and are very protective. Now, I know people are terrified by the word soy because it's been linked to rumors of health issues, but science has officially closed the case. A massive review of 40 clinical trials proved that real whole soy carries 0 risk. In fact, it actually lowers your risk of hormone-related diseases. However, if you have a personal history of active estrogen-sensitive breast cancer, then follow your oncologist's guidelines. For everyone else, the type of soy you eat matters immensely. So stick to real foods like I mentioned before, edamame, tofu, and miso, and completely avoid processed soy supplements, isolated soy protein, and soy fake meals engineered in a lab. Other incredible phytoestrogens to lean into are flax seeds, ground flax seeds, which are a powerhouse, and chickpeas, lentils, and sesame seeds. Okay, strategy 3, fix your gut's secret weapon. So the ultimate secret weapon against your menopause bloating is a short-chain fatty acid called butyrate. Butyrate is literally the fuel source for the cells lining your gut. It basically tightens your gut barrier so that gas and toxins can't leak out. So to boost it, you want to aim for 30 unique plant foods a week. The landmark American Gut Project proved that hitting this number creates a highly diverse and resilient gut. Now, I know it sounds like a lot, but actually a handful of mixed nuts and seeds counts for like 5 or 6 unique plant foods. So it's actually not that hard. Now, a bit of a warning here, don't jump into 30 different plant foods tomorrow or you will explode with gas. Scale up slowly, add 1 or 2 new seeds, veggies, or grains every few days so that your gut bacteria is able to adjust safely. The next strategy is to hack the vagus nerve instantly. So the gut and the brain are locked in constant conversation with the vagus nerve. Now, high menopausal stress triggers cortisol, which physically alters the tight junctions of your gut, causing temporary leaky gut and instant bloating. So to turn off the bloat, you have to signal safety to your body. And one way to do this is through your breath, like this. Take a deep breath through the nose, then another brief one, and exhale slowly through the mouth. This is called the physiological sigh. Doing that just twice instantly downshifts your nervous system from fight or flight to rest and digest, relaxing your stomach muscles and relieving trapped pressure. Menopause is a systemic shift. It completely rewires how your body handles stress, food, and your metabolism. And this slow transit time is one of the drivers towards what's commonly known as the menopause belly. If you want to know the exact metabolic secrets to start dropping that midsection belly fat, you can watch this video right here. So take care of your gut. Let me know in the comments what works for you, and I'll see you in the next one.